The Aztecs' Balloon Catastrophe. This is part 2 of our Ancestral Flight series. Welcome to the truth seekers here among us, and to all you curious minds out there, and welcome to Anomalies and the Real Deal here on YouTube. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel for content you won't see anywhere else. So hit that like and subscribe button and sit back and get ready, because this is gonna be epic. A caution to parents of small children, or those with squeamish stomachs. There are a few gruesome and disturbing parts in this video. So let's get this video started. Part 2 of 3 in the Ancestral Flight series.
The Aztecs were the Native American people who lived in what is now considered Mexico during the conquest. The mighty Aztecs eventually settled on several small islands in Lake Texcoco, where in 1325 they created the first balloon animals using cat bowels.
These balloons animals were, however, not for children, but rather presented to Thea gods. Trained craftsmen of the Aztec people would clean out the bowels, turn them inside out, and then sew them intact using a unique vegetable thread.
These balloons appear as far back as the Aztecs, who cleaned out cat intestines, stomachs, and bladders, let them dry and sewed them with a vegetable thread that created an airtight seal. They would twist these creations, blowing with Thea mouths to inflate after each twist, creating balloon animals and set them on fire as offerings to the gods.
The interest of balloon making was in correlation to their spiritual practices. Quetzalcoatl, their main god, was interestingly related to wind, Venus, sun, merchants, arts, crafts, knowledge. He was also the patron god of the Aztec priests, one of several important gods in the Aztec pantheon, along with the gods Tlaloc, Tezcatlipoca, and Huitzilopochtli. Two other gods represented by the planet Venus, a Tlaloc god of rain, Quetzalcoatl donning a magical breastplate, called a lily-voluted wind jewel. This talisman was a conch shell cut at the cross-section and was likely worn as a necklace by religious rulers, as such objects have been discovered in burials in archaeological sites throughout Mesoamerica, and also potentially symbolized patterns and symbols witnessed by Aztecs during annual hurricanes, dust devils, seashells, and whirlpools, which were elemental forces that had significance in the Aztecs' dynamic mythology.
While cat bladders and intestines were used by the Aztec people until the animals went nearly extinct, then later human entrails were chosen to visualize the concept of flight. This man chose to fly his feline in a new and much more modern way. He literally had his pet stuffed at a taxidermist and then later made into a functional, flying, remote-controlled drone. While some of us would see this as barbaric or just plain gruesome, he, on the other hand, saw it as a chance to give his cat what it always dreamed of, a chance to give chase to birds in the afterlife. Much like the sacrificing done by the Aztec people, making this drone after his cat succumbed to a car was a personal way for the owner to honor his feline companion in the afterlife. While we may not agree with or see the value the Aztec put into disemboweled cat parts filled with air, it was their belief. I hope his cat soars high in the sky for many years to come.
While the use of cat intestines and bladders were the main source of materials for balloons, the Aztec all but nearly drove these poor felines to extinction. This resulted in a major problem. The feline was considered a god in itself, worshipping the mighty jaguar. What could they find that would be equally as significant to the gods? The Aztecs, for better or worse, looked to humanity for the answers, the most important commodity they had. If they could show their gods respect and appreciation, was the worshippers themselves. So the Aztecs began the ritual human sacrificing of Thyaron. This was supposedly considered to be an honor, to be sacrificed to the gods. If you ask me though, I would have probably took off into the wilderness and taken my chances offending the gods. Not only did they cause the hairless cat to become nearly extinct, many reputable scholars today put the number of human sacrifice between 20,000 and 250,000 per year for the whole Aztec Empire. All Aztec cities contained temples dedicated to their gods, and all of them saw human sacrifices. To think that these humans were disemboweled and had balloons made from Thea entrails just gives me the chills to think about. How about you? Let me know in the comments section how you feel about this practice in today's eyes.
This concludes part 2 of the Ancestral Flight series here at Anomalies and the Real Deal. If you enjoyed this video, please take a second to like, share, and subscribe. It means the world to us. Thank you and stay safe, everyone.